Hi everyone, how are you doing today? I'm just doing a quick video from my camper van. I'm not camping or anything, it's far too cold for that. In fact, I feel freezing today. I feel a bit like a big wimp actually. But got my thick scarf on and my winter coat, and I'm still quite cold because the weather's just changed so quickly. It's been so warm, and now I guess it's how it should be, although we've had a few frosts, which is totally unusual for Exmouth. Anyway, I'm in a car park in a town just down the coast from Exmouth called Budleigh Salterton. We just use our camper van as a normal day vehicle a lot of the time. I've just been shopping in Budleigh because I'm going to an event on Friday. It's a plastic awareness event at the local school, St Peter's Primary. And I wanted just to see what I could buy plastic free in Budleigh Salterton. Now, I do sometimes shop here if I'm here for another reason, like my van has its MOT done in the garage in Budleigh Salterton. It's got a lovely beach, so if I'm here on the beach, I might pop into one of the shops. So I was quite aware of the sort of things I might be able to buy, and I guess that's what I have ended up buying. So I've got things like some soap in cardboard, a loaf of bread, which I just bought in my cloth bag, loose fruit and veg like onions and carrots, apples that I just put in my own net bag that I've made. So that's all the sort of things that I was aware of. I've also had some really interesting conversations though with people who work in the local shops. Budleigh Salterton has got a lovely, lovely high street with lots of independent shops. There's a fruit and veg shop, there's a couple of delis, there's a health food shop, there's a butcher's shop that's just about to open. I'm guessing it must have changed ownerships because it's been open before, I know. And lots of these little tiny businesses in small, sleepy Budleigh Salterton are doing an amazing job at trying to protect the environment. I spent a long time talking with some of these people this morning. There's lots of things going on, like switching to paper bags, encouraging people to reuse, offering discounts for people to reuse. There were also, to be fair, a few misconceptions generally about what is more environmentally friendly and what is not. Some people didn't really understand about plastic bags. If they're degradable, it just means that they break down into smaller pieces of plastic. A degradable bag just means that it breaks down. I mean, everything is degradable overall, but if it's a plastic bag and it's degradable, well, all plastic bags are degradable, they'll break down. They break down into smaller and smaller pieces of plastic, which end up being microplastics. There's also a misconception about coffee cups. One of the companies was telling me how they use coffee cups that are cardboard, the lid's plastic. And then when I said, well, surely they're plastic lined cardboard, they didn't really know. Although, having said that, that shop also gives a discount if you bring your own coffee cup. So it's a really interesting experience. I'd say that companies and small businesses in Budleigh Salterton are doing an amazing job and doing the best they can with the knowledge that they've got. I'd also say that a lot of them were telling me how it's a real problem with the suppliers and that they're asking for things without plastic, but the suppliers are still providing them in plastic. And actually, it's only so much that a small business and individuals like myself and like you can do. Some of these bigger suppliers and some of these bigger companies do need to do more. Now, there's definitely a shift in that direction. I shared a post the other day about Asda and how they're going to stop wrapping their cards in plastic, or a lot of their cards are going to stop wrapping in plastic. So there are some supermarkets and some bigger companies who are doing some things, as we know. There is a shift in that direction, but it needs to be more and it needs to be quicker. By the way, I also went into a card shop in Budleigh Salterton, and they had loads and loads and loads of cards that weren't individually packaged at all. So I didn't realise that, so I might actually buy some cards from there another time. And it's great because I'll be able to tell parents at the event on Friday all about these shops. So if you are local, if you live in Budleigh Salterton, if you live in the area, if you live in Exmouth, you are very, very welcome to come along to the event at St Peter's School, Budleigh, on Friday. It is between 3:30 and 4:30. I'm going to be there. I'm just going to be chatting to people. I'm going to be talking about reducing single-use plastic. I'm going to be taking along some of my work, some ideas like, you know, my cloth bag and things like that. But there's also going to be stalls selling things. There's going to be a quiz, there's going to be refreshments, there's going to be other activities and information. It looks like a really well organised event by the school, so I really recommend it if you're interested in plastic and reducing your use of plastic. Just quickly like to say a big thank you to everyone who's supporting me. I've had loads and loads of support. I'm really, really loving being this rhubarb and runner beans thing. I've been doing it now for 2 years. I've fairly recently launched a Patreon page where I've got some wonderful patrons who are supporting me, and I thank them so much. It's making such a difference to the sort of work that I'm able to do. If you're interested in who they are, I'm going to put the link below so you can see the fantastic people who are helping me to do things like spend some time walking around Budleigh Salterton asking and questioning businesses and having that information available for parents on Friday. Also, if you would like to become a patron, I would absolutely love it. I am struggling, to be honest, to set aside time sometimes to do the work that I want to do, because ultimately I get paid as a supply teacher. So if the phone rings, I really need to respond because I don't know the next time it's going to ring. So on Friday, when I'm doing my event, I need to be at the school for the event at about 2:45, which means I'm going to be unable to teach on Friday. So if the phone rings, I'm either going to have to lose that money or cancel the event. I'm not planning to cancel the event, but that's the sort of situation that I'm in, and it would be great if I could have more patrons to be able to support me, and then I could literally carve out that time in my diary saying Friday is rhubarb and runner beans work, and I know I'm getting paid for that whatever happens. It's a big ask. I know you're not all going to be able to do it. I don't expect anyone to, but if you are interested, I would love you to come on board. There's a pricing tier. The cheapest pricing tier is $1 a month. It's in US dollars because of the page being an American website. It's the best one I could find. I've used it. I've supported other creators on it. I know it works really well. So you can pay in any currency. It says $1, but it'll work out around about, depending on the exchange rate, around about £1 a month. So for that, it doesn't sound massive, but if lots of you do that, it's going to make a massive difference to me. So I'm going to stop asking, because I'm feeling a bit like begging now, and it's a little bit embarrassing. But I'm just trying to say it makes a massive difference to my work. So thanks very much for listening. I hope you're having a good day, and I'll speak to you another time. Bye.